Hello, everyone. My name is Emily Golia. I'm an actor, singer, and creator here in Los Angeles, and I'm so excited to introduce you to hip hop and pop artist JERTAKER. How's it going?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm so good. It's so great to meet you. I'm so happy to have you here.
Good meeting you too. And I'm glad to be on.
Awesome. So, listen, before we get started, I'm going to show everyone a quick video.
Be yourself on the beat.
I just wanna see just where we all get, knowing that the whole game bleeding out our pockets. Soul City I reach, I just wanna feel it. You see what you see, that I'm popping, never clocking in. I be working weekends and the holidays, never get a day off, it will cost me. Always keep your head up, so they tell me. Keep on doing it, I'm doing everything. All get swing, but we don't talk on that. Where have you been? I've been on top since then, but I got a love for it, and I'm loving it, yeah.
Okay, great. So that was Moment of Truth. Can you tell me a little bit about that song and how it came to be?
Yeah, so I met online the artist featured in it, PVRTH. He's a masked musician from Boston, Massachusetts, and we were trying to figure out a good way to collaborate. And so I thought it was a interesting thing that he wore a mask, so he kind of hides his identity from the public. And now someone like me can't. I haven't done that, so I when I get noticed, I would have to disguise myself to not be noticed. He isn't noticed until he puts on like basically his disguise. So it's pretty, I thought that was pretty interesting. And also we were both very hardworking artists compared to a lot of the other artists that we know from our city. So his city versus my city, both of us, they're not super big for music and everything like that, but
And where
there's
did
a
you
lot of
meet?
people. He's from Boston, Massachusetts. I'm from Buffalo, New York.
Got it.
And yeah, so both of our cities are not like big music cities, you know what I'm saying, or at least known for music. So we were looking at kind of like a little bit of like the other artists and stuff like that, and we noticed that compared to a lot of the other artists, we're doing a lot, like, you know what I'm saying. So I was like, we came up with the idea of basically incorporating into the music video at least more of the mask aspect, and then in the actual song and the lyrics and all that stuff, we incorporated of how we're working so hard. We're going to see how where everybody gets, looking at all of our work that we're putting in, you know what I'm saying, compared to some
Yeah.
people who might lack a little bit in how much work they're putting in. And yeah, for the masks and everything like that, we were kind of showing like that we were getting recognized and stuff like that. And then someone like me had to put on a mask and to not be recognized. And someone like him would have to take the mask off or, whatnot.
To
But it was
not be
pretty,
recognized. Yeah. Oh, I
it was,
love that. That's so fun. It's amazing that you guys found each other and that you met in the middle at this like awesome place for you to create.
for sure, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so you're from Buffalo. Did you grow up there?
Yes, I have. I've always been from Buffalo. Yeah. So I've been to now a lot of places, but I've always lived in Buffalo. Yeah.
Born and raised, we love it. I went once. I did a retreat there and recorded an album up in Buffalo.
Oh wow, wow,
Yeah.
nice, nice.
So when did you get interested in music? Like when was the big moment?
So December 2015, I started making music. I was terrible. I had no musical ear at all. I over time kind of acquired it because I knew that I had a lot of work to go, and I just kept learning. I kept practicing, trial and error, a lot of different like I would basically just study things, and I would literally just keep trying, fail, and then overcome it, and get better and better each time. And yeah, I finally got to the point where like I can make some decent art. And I'm only going to get better because I don't stop the learning process. I'm never like I always think no matter how far you get, you got to always keep learning new things. So I continue to learn. But yeah, in 2015 I started because I don't know if you've ever heard of Musically, the old app that now turned into TikTok.
Mm,
Yeah, so musically there was people who would like lip sync and stuff like that, songs, and I was always like, how cool it'd be to be able to have somebody lip sync my songs or whatever. So I was like,
yeah.
you know what, I'm gonna try out making some music and stuff like that. And like I said, I was terrible,
Amazing.
but I acquired a lot of my knowledge that I have now over a lot of trial and error.
Oh, I love that. That's amazing. You're like, this is what I want to do. I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah, for sure.
Amazing. So when, like, how was, I mean, the pandemic's basically still happening. How has it been for you creatively? How'd you stay creatively fulfilled?
See, honestly, it kind of music wise helped a bit because at that point when it first started, I wasn't really doing still a lot of performances yet because a lot of my songs, I take a while on a lot of the songs and stuff like that. I'm getting a little bit faster with the speed of it and everything, but the majority of my songs I take a long time doing, and I think that what puts me at like a different spot than a lot of other artists in my area, because a lot of artists in my area I feel like they rush a lot of their music.
Hmm.
I hear about the process that they take of doing it, and some of them are getting songs done in like a week, and like, you know, if say I collaborate with them or whatever, they don't even want to fix sometimes things that just sound off. They don't like, they just don't want to. And I'm like, that's interesting, because like me, if I hear something that sounds off, I gotta fix it. I can't drop it unless it's you know, my level of perfection that I can make it, you know what I'm saying, as perfect as possible.
Yeah.
So I feel like I stand out a little bit compared to a lot of the other artists because I try to be a perfectionist when it comes to a lot of different things I'm doing. So um yeah, I honestly I would say that you know, it was just it's sorry, what was your question again? Hold on. I kind of got
How the
drifted off.
pandemic was.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the pandemic. Yeah. So yeah, so with the pandemic, I kind of feel like it helped me because I had a lot more time to work on the music and all that stuff. And a lot of people who weren't having shows were a bit panicked because they were like, that's a big source of the income coming in. And at that
Right.
point, I wasn't doing a lot of the shows. So I was like, to me, it didn't really affect me as much. Plus, I also found ways of, you know, already before that, of making a lot of the money online. So, you know, I didn't have to really worry about the shows not making me enough money. So I just spent more time working on the music, trying to perfect my craft, finding people all over social media and stuff like that to collab with. And yeah, I made the best out of it. And, you know, shows started back up a little bit for the most part. And yeah, so I started doing more shows lately because I started getting enough music out to where I can actually perform more. And like I said, I am getting a little bit faster with the process, but I try not to speed by too fast because, you know, I don't want to miss out on important details to make the songs, you know, like a work of art versus a rushed project, you know?
Yeah. No, that
So,
makes a lot of sense.
but
And it
yeah,
sounds like you really took the pandemic and made the most out of it.
yeah, I really tried to, yeah, because like, you know, a lot of people, they struggled and everything. I can't say I didn't struggle. There were some things that did potentially, you know, make things a lot harder, but you know, I tried to work around those things and, you know, make things work with, you know, what's going on, you know.
Totally. Do you have any
Yeah.
advice out there for any other artists who are just starting?
Yeah, I would definitely say be very careful when it comes to scams. Everybody tries to like cling on you like a rope and, you know, try to rip away all your money and rip you off in a lot of different ways. They'll try to tell you that they're good at marketing, they're the best producer, they're good for this, that. You just got to really look into you know, a lot of things before you purchase, especially when it comes to music, because there's a lot of people thirsty as like business people trying to make money off of a lot of up and coming musicians. The other thing I would say is take a lot of time to work you know, look into legal stuff and everything with a lot of music, because a lot of people will try to sue you for the smallest things when it comes to
God.
instrumentals and stuff like that. When it comes to, you know, say that you have like a business being advertised or something in a music video or something like that and you didn't get permission, they might come at you, they might not. So just be very careful with things like that. And
Yeah.
yeah, so I would say just really do a lot of research and really think about anything before you're releasing things, because like sometimes even with the instrumentals, sometimes if somebody's purchasing an instrumental, they might not get exclusive on or unlimited rights to it. And now if that song did potentially blow up, you're looking at probably getting a lawsuit, you know, because you didn't get their permission to, you know, have that instrumental or pay for it to the extent that they wanted. And even if you're leasing instrumentals, like I try to avoid leasing, because leasing, it tends to you know, what, no matter, I like to always look at it as this could potentially be a really big song and I might want to promote it wherever I want to. I don't want to be looking at, oh, I have limited rights when it comes to this platform or this platform or that platform, or I can only make up to this amount of money with this instrumental. Like I just always get exclusive rights to all my instrumentals,
That's really
because
smart.
if, you know, just in case, you never know what may happen. Or if somebody say, oh, I want your song on the radio, but they can't put it on the radio because it's not allowed in the lease. So
Crazy to think about. Yeah, you don't think
Yeah.
about things.
Exactly. So you got to decline, and that's crazy. You wouldn't want to do that. That would be terrible for you if you have to decline a song going on the radio because you don't own the beat. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
So honestly, I would say those few things.
Amazing advice. Thank you. And I'm so excited to have you here on the Phoenix platform. It's just going to be an amazing way for people to find your work, for you to find new collaborators and have
For
this
sure.
one-stop shop for you. And yeah, I can't wait to see what's next for you. So thank you so much for meeting with me and sharing
Yeah.
your story.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It was great.
Of course. Have a great day.
You too.